Hi guys, it's me, Delicious Delights. How are you guys doing? Hopefully well. So today I am on another bike ride. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I just thought that why not do a video here for you guys. I just really love the outdoors, especially now, and I mentioned this in my other video, especially now that the weather is getting so much brighter and nicer and warmer and the sun is coming out earlier. I just want to be outside all the time. So I am going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Miller Harris, and it's called I don't even know how to say it. Poirier D'Un Soir. Here is the box. This is a blind buy. So this is gonna be a blind buy adventures video. Sorry about the angle. I didn't really know how to set up here. So I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so as I said, here's the box. It's like a pear green color, and then on the back there's a little write-up here. It says evocative of the warm honeyed blooms that encircle a pear orchard at dusk. So whoever wrote that, I think, did an excellent job, because it sounds absolutely gorgeous. I have the bottle here. It's a 50 ml bottle. I really like the bottle design. It has on top here MH. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the camera, but that's for Miller Harris. A light plastic cap, not a big deal. And then they have some like artwork in the back that's transparent so that you can see it throughout the bottle. So it kind of looks 3D-ish. Okay, so as I said, this was a blind buy. It was on sale, and that was the reason why. And also I took a look at the notes, and they looked really, really interesting. The most prominent note in here, according to Fragrantica, is pear, and I love the smell of pear. I love eating pears. I love the smell of pear Jolly Ranchers the pear jelly beans, or the Jelly Belly ones, but I haven't actually found like the pear scent. I have smelled a few, but they just came off to my nose a little bit like synthetic-y, like cheap or body spray-ish. It just didn't capture the true authentic smell of real juicy ripe pears. So according to the notes, I bought this because as I said, it's heavy on pear. Also, the next note was cashmerean, or cashmere wood, which isn't actually a wood. It's a synthetic ingredient that is what is it? I'm drawing a blank, but it does give off a musky quality to it. Apart with that, there's also ambret seed, which is actually a plant-based ingredient that replaces animal musk in fragrances. So basically it's pear, musk, and then a bunch of other things. There's some fruit in here. I don't even know what the notes are. I don't remember, but there's rum in here, I believe. So it just seems really interesting to give it a try. So I just sprayed this on my skin here. And do I smell pear? Yes, I absolutely do smell pear. It is very ripe, and it has that consistency of, I think it's the Bosc pears, where it's kind of grainy. I get that in this fragrance. So it's sweet, it smells like real pear, it's juicy, it's ripe, and I do love the pear note in here. Yeah, it smells really good. However, there's always that however part. The musk in here, and I am not like a huge fan of musky notes. If there's just like a touch of musk, and then all of these other things are overpowering this musk, and that musk just adds something special and something different to the fragrance, then I'm all for it. But when it's musk heavy, when the musks take over in a fragrance, to me it just doesn't really work on my skin, although I do think it smells good. And in here, in the very first minutes or so, I get the pear. But I obviously smell, what am I trying to say? I do get the pear, but I do get the musks very, very strongly in here. And the musk isn't like the musk that you smell in designer fragrances. It's not the heavy musks, realistic musks that you can smell in zoologists, for example, which I love as well. A little bit challenging of a house, but I do appreciate the fragrances very much. But the musks in here combined, those cashmere wood and ambrette seed, they combine and give a totally different feeling to this fragrance. I do smell it's musky, but it smells like a different kind of musk. And this musk to me smells slightly woody, slightly spicy, slightly powdery, but most of all it feels airy on my skin, and that's like a very difficult thing to describe. What does airy musk smell like? It just feels like there's this cloud of musk hovering over my skin, and a musk, as I said, that smells very different from the musks that I'm used to smelling, or maybe what you're used to smelling. It just sits on here like an airy cloud wafting over my skin, and then it's covering this beautiful pear note. And I know that sounds amazing. It sounds, in practice, it doesn't make sense. Theoretically, it sounds amazing. But to me, I honestly would prefer this fragrance more if they tone down the musk part of this fragrance and just let the pear notes shine in this fragrance, because I honestly do think that this is an excellent pear note. But then when they mixed it with these very unusual musks, unusual to me, but I think that a lot of people would find it very interesting. Actually, I think a lot of people would like it, but to me, I would just prefer it if it didn't have that unusual musk. But I honestly think other people would like it, to be honest. But to me, musks and me, I'm very picky when it comes to musk. So in the mid and in this dry down, the pear stays there. You can still smell it. It just dies down. And then it's just like that big cloud of musk just hovering over the same way as it did in the opening. I think it's a beautiful fragrance, to be honest. I don't have really anything terrible to say about it, but it's just not for me, unfortunately. It smells very unique. It smells very interesting. I think that with the musks in here, it would, wow, I'm just looking at my hair, sorry about that. The musks in here, it might interact differently on your skin, but it's just not there for me. It's just not there. And I was like, yeah, it was so close, because as I said, that pear note is absolutely gorgeous, but it just didn't cut it. It just wasn't the perfect pear. So I am still on the hunt for the perfect pear fragrance. I think that the best one that I've smelled so far is Pera Granita by Guerlain. That one doesn't last very long on me. I think that's the best one. There's also the discontinued fragrance Pear by Marc, which is also really good, but it just is very thin and light, and it just doesn't last very long on me either. So if you guys have any suggestions for pear fragrances that last well, it doesn't have to be beast mode, but it has to last more than 2 hours, which is what Pera Granita is for me. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Other than that, I would definitely recommend you guys to test this out, because it's a really fun fragrance to test, especially if you like pear fragrances, and especially if you like unusual musks. To me, it's unusual. It's not a musk that I'm used to. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I have to try it more on my skin, but or maybe on my clothing. I'll try to make it work, but for now it's just not the holy grail pear, unfortunately. So that would be my review on Poirier D'Un Soir. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more videos soon. See you guys. Bye.